Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Drunk Uncles presented by Jerkmate. They're not just a regular cam website. They are the cam website. And right now, you click that fucking link right there in the description. Your uncle's going to take care of you. It's free. There's no monthly fees. Free to sign up. The whole 9 hours is discreet. And they got a little thing for everybody. They got Chinese, Asian, black, gay, trans, whatever you're into. It's the ultimate cam experience. Jerkmate and Uncle Lazer teamed up. Click the link at the bottom. But let's get to it. The real fucking matter at hand. This next lady, one of the prettiest people I think I've ever seen in person. One of the strangest fucking people I think I've ever met in person.
I'll take that as a compliment.
And
coming
you should,
from you.
and you should. Y'all give it up for Brett Musker's wet dream and fucking Jenn Sterger.
Sterger, you got
Jenn
it.
Sterger.
We just go by first names at this
Just
point.
Big Jen.
You're Lazer to me.
Yeah. Well,
so,
yeah, it's weird with Uncle.
Yeah, I can't call you Uncle, man.
You know how
I'm
I got
sorry.
that name?
No.
So
Your whole origin story is so interesting
it's so
to
gay.
me.
It's so weird.
So gay.
It's so weird. But dude, I was
so interesting.
when I was in the Wolffield, I was sleeping with this like she's probably late 40s, early 50s. She used to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, I guess, back in the day or some shit like that. She could have lied about that, hell I don't know. But she was claimed to be divorced. She had kids, and they were younger, 6 or 7, something like that. And every time I go over there, she would always call me Uncle Lazer, like, this is your Uncle Lazer. Because it was just Lazer at first, but I didn't have that on TikTok. It looked like a bot account, and I'm like, Uncle Lazer, that's it. But it's even crazier is I remember I'd worked
Those kids have got to be so confused.
Well, they're dead now. So let me tell you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it took a hard left turn. So I would go see her every second Wednesday because I work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I get off Tuesday night and I drive through the night for 9 hours back home to San Marcos. And I'd go see her Wednesday evening. I was her Wednesday, so to speak, you know?
Oh.
And my mom called me on my way home that Tuesday night. She's like, hey, we got the citywide garage sale coming up. I need you to get in the attic with me and help move shit out so I can set up for Thursday into the weekend. And I go, fuck, all right, yeah, I'll come. So I told that lady I wasn't going to come. Well, I didn't go. Well, I guess she had her Saturday or her Sunday fill in for me. And her estranged ex-husband showed up and killed them both and the kids.
Oh, my God.
I literally dodged a bullet by fucking helping my mom with chores.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, let's get into you. Enough about me, you know.
You know what, though? That really does track with what I know about you. Like, that was the one thing I was like, I left our show, the show we did on Saturday, and everyone was just so curious. They were like, what was it like? Because all the LA people, like, they don't necessarily know you as well as the Austin folks do.
Yeah.
And so they're like, what was that like? And I was like, it was an experience.
Yeah.
And I was like, but honestly, I left there like, he's good people.
Yeah, I'm not. I look like a fucking. I know what I look like, but I'm not a retard. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was just pissed off. I wanted to fucking ride the riding back with y'all is what I want to do. Just because like I like to talk comedy.
I love
in the
talking
shit.
comedy.
The guys I bring on the road with me, like they're all the same thing, like road dogs. Like we talk that shit. I mean, we have fun and we party, like as you could see, like at the brewery afterwards. But I'm about the business. I like talking the business and the strategy and the way to maneuver because that insight you need.
For sure. But like the thing that stood out to me was I was like, man, I mess with him because he seems like a stand-up dude. I was like, I know there's the gimmick you have to keep up.
Yeah, it's the brand.
It's the brand, yeah. And that's what makes you money, you know? But there's also like the guy behind it. And I was like, I just got good vibes from you, man.
Well, you don't make it looking like this and acting like this
without
off of just sheer will.
And let me tell you, this
know?
isn't even me putting him over. That's a wrestling term.
Yeah, I know.
This isn't even me putting him over. Like, the chicks you pull, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what's happening?
I was like, who hurt these girls? I'm like, they're hot. And I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I was like, after the show, I was like, I get it. So yeah.
What'd you think of the show?
Oh, it was fun.
The overall fucking, there was a lot of people in that.
There's a lot of people. It was a lot of
sold out.
A lot of gauges and face tattoos.
Oh yeah. They're DJs. I love them, man.
You guys forgot to mention that like all of Stockton drove up for the show.
Oh, everybody was. Yeah. And Modesto. Yeah. And it reminded me like Bakersfield, just like the working part of California.
It's funny though, because like I learned a lot from that show because like your crowd was actually really fun and really interactive. And then when I got to some of the stuff that I do, because obviously my shit's different than yours, but when I got to some of like the more like serious stuff that I talk about, they weren't rude. They like really tuned in and like listened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's like, and that's the thing is, even if it's like not their comedy, it's like they could respect what I was doing.
Well, you can
know
feel
what I
it.
mean? Yeah.
Right? It's authentic. Because I think, it's not about just being funny. It's about being relatable. So if you're talking about some writer shit that, they can't associate with, they don't have I think just when it comes from a place that's familiar, that's when it resonates.
For sure.
I was listening to your set a little bit when you started kind of working them a lot more.
Oh, I love crowd work.
You started fucking like, you know, like you were getting you. I could see you like, okay, now she's fucking.
Oh yeah, I love crowd work.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny though. It got a little gay though for a minute.
Did it?
Because there was the one dude that I was like, I called him Latino Matt Rife. And and all the guys in the back were like, stand up so we can see you. And I was like, whoa.
Stand up, faggot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was like, this is giving prison vibes.
Oh my God. And
I was like, I'm so sorry.
But you've been doing
I love
comedy.
crowd work.
You've been doing comedy how long?
Oh God. I started in 2013. I took a little bit of a break because I did the whole getting married thing.
Ugh.
Yeah. And my ex-husband really didn't love me doing it. You know?
What's your type, dude? What's your
Dude, I don't really have a type. Truly. I mean, I know a lot of girls say that, but I really don't have a type.
You just catch vibes.
Yeah, I catch vibes. Like I've dated all different walks of life, and I don't know. I feel like I am attracted to souls. Not to sound like a hippie.
No,
like
I get that.
But I am. Like I
see.
Yeah, I see who a person is by how they act. Yeah,
character. Yeah,
for sure.
Like
Character is a huge thing for me.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? I've dated some guys that my friends were like, "Fucking him, Jen."
Yeah.
Like this guy. Like, do you have mirrors in your house?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but he's
got a good heart.
There was something there. I was doing the thing in my 20s, not my 20s, in my 30s where like I really fell in love with potential.
So you're a fixer-upper.
I loved a good, I should have a house flipping show. I flipped men.
Oh my God.
Ladies, you're welcome.
Dude, it's crazy. All the women I dated for long-term periods of time, they're all lesbian now. Yeah. I guess I was like the stepping stone for.
They were like, well, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I was a stepping stone for lesbians. I'm like the minor league system.
You were the last stop in
really,
Straightville.
They're like
the last truck stop in Straightville.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and commit. You know what I'm saying? No, that's cool. But the origin of I just so give our kind of listeners back home that don't know you here. So you're essentially, and this is what 2008, 2009. When I got
discovered?
Yes, when you got discovered.
2005, I got discovered at a football game, kind of like Pamela Anderson did. You know what I mean? Like she's the OG that did that. I don't claim to be the only person that's ever. But like it was, I got discovered at a Florida State football game with a cowboy hat on.
I should have had the fucking picture brought up. That's okay. I forgot about
Instead,
it.
we've got Jerkmate. I never thought I'd see my name next to Jerkmate.
Yeah, dude, Jen, listen, you're only gonna be, hot for a couple more years and you're gonna die. So might as well get that bag while you can.
No, I prefer to do that by myself. Okay. I can't have an audience, man. There's just certain things
you don't have like a OF or anything like that, do you?
I have a website.
You have a website, yeah. Because you take a lot of the cool, like the one I think you look the best in is a fucking the Vault Girl from fucking Fallout.
Oh,
you kind of look like
you.
Like, dude, I don't know why they didn't cast you in that.
Dude, I love cosplay. That's how you know I'm a bit
nerd.
I'm a bit of a dork.
Yeah, you're a nerd. Yeah. I like it though.
But like I like to do cosplay and then strip the cosplay black. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's why my fans like me is because they're nerds, but they're dirty nerds.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. No. And I think that your fucking brand marketing spot on that is fucking.
Yeah, if you've ever
brilliant.
wondered what all of your favorite DC and Marvel characters look like with no clothes on, I got you.
Wow, dude. Welcome to the Thunderdome. No, okay, but
that's the real Avengers.
But take me back. It's 2005. What are you studying at Florida State? Because you're going there, right?
I study criminology and psychology. Okay. I was a double major.
Okay, double major. Yeah. And you're what, a sophomore at the time that this happened? What were you, junior?
No, I was a junior.
Junior?
Yeah,
okay.
I think I was
And you're
a
at the game field level behind the fucking end
front
zone.
Row, dude.
Front row. And they just panning that camera that
front
everybody sees.
Yeah, to the student section.
You got a low cut shirt on.
Dude, I had a bikini top on.
Bikini top on. With the little fucking Jason Aldean cowgirl hat, the straw cowgirl hat. And it pans like it normally does.
Yeah.
And it stops on you. And then, what was it? Brett
Musburger.
Breast Musburger.
Breast Musburger.
Breast Musburger. God, I'm dyslexic.
We should call him that from now on.
Well, he starts talking about your Brett
he said 1,500 red-blooded young American men just signed, 15,000 red-blooded young American men just signed up to go to Florida State.
And I mean, just off cuff as a comedian now, off cuff that line.
Hilarious.
Fucking gold, dude. Yeah. Shout out fucking
He was
Breast
always good at
Musburgers.
that. He was always good at that. He always had something funny to say on, they called it the honey shot. That's what they call it in production.
Okay.
Don't.
And cum and
don't,
cum is money.
don't.
Okay. Honey and money go together.
The
didn't
honey
it?
shot was always like, let's find the hot girl.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
stands,
yeah,
you know?
for sure.
So that was back when you could do that and not get canceled, or
Yeah,
you know,
before people were so.
people be like, stop objectifying her. And look, people have to understand that this was a different time.
Yeah.
The mid 2000s was wild.
The mid 90s to the mid 2000s, because the
wild time to be a
shows
woman.
like Married with Children,
Yeah,
could never be on TV today.
no,
And I fucking love that show growing up.
mm-hmm.
But okay, but this is if 2005.
That totally tracks for you.
What do you mean?
That you would like that show. That's like I was raised on that.
Al Bundy?
Listen, I was raised on that show too, dude. I'm
Dude.
from Florida. That's basically just it's Texas East, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
It's the
Diet
same thing.
Texas.
So, yeah,
Diet Texas.
Texas with a spray tan, you know?
And so it's 2005, so that's like just when MySpace was kind of starting to.
MySpace and Facebook.
Facebook was just starting to come out around about that time.
Yeah.
Though. It hadn't really caught on.
So I was the first person.
Hey, what's up, Uncle Lazer? Yo, thanks for listening to another episode of The Drunk Uncles. Man, this couldn't be possible without our sponsors. And we got this new sponsor today, TRT company, Mars Men. We just joined the old team. Hey, they're making men extraordinary, interstellar galactic extraordinary. Again, look, it's I've taken tests when I was in the oil field, and listen, there ain't nothing like a good little good pin and teller, a good pin day, right? But I mean, dude, it does have side effects, and come down and get cycling off. It can be brutal. And now I'm 35. I've hit a wall a little bit. My testosterone, I did a little deep diving down the rabbit hole. I mean, your boy's testosterone's a little low, all right? Between all the partying and the comment, it's a lot. But Mars Men, they just got, you take these 5 capsules every morning. It's natural testosterone, okay? Tungat eye, zinc, vitamin D. It's got a bunch of good shit inside for you. And it's a natural, clean testosterone. It gives me better energy in the gym. I'm looking fitter, leaner every day on it. And I don't have the downsides, the side effects of cycling down. I mean, because it's a natural supplement herb. And I mean, look, it's 5 capsules in the morning every day. Boom. I mean, I've got better recovery when I come from the gym. I got more energy in the morning. I don't even have to drink coffee in the morning where I used to. So right now, if you link in for a limited time for our listeners, they're doing 60% off. Okay, there's a 90-day money-back guarantee, and they've got 91% of people who've subscribed stayed with it. So you know it fucking works, okay? And they got 60% off and 3 free gifts for this limited not only for our listeners. If you go to marsmen.com and you use promo code Lazer. Use promo code Lazer, 60% off and 3 free gifts. And with the holiday season coming up, what a nice stocking stuffer it's going to be. That's marsmen.com. Use promo code Lazer. You're the first viral sensation, right? On a platform.
Yeah, and people will be like, that's so like shitty of her to say, or like it's such a brag. And it's like, no, you don't understand. I went viral before going viral was a thing. Yeah.
So talk me that next day, because obviously that airs that night live, and then what that next week, what does that look like?
The next week.
I mean, because I guess back then you're chatting on fucking AOL
message boards
and message boards,
and then message boards.
And then are from there, do you get what kind of shit are you getting? Like you get like, hey, you should, because you get a job essentially from that discovery, right?
Yeah. Well, so that happened in September 5th. By end of November, I'm getting offers from Playboy to do their top 10 party schools.
Shut
right?
the fuck up.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Of course.
See,
because listen, you're not thinking long term when you're 22.
No, you're 20,
you know what I mean?
Fucking,
you're not thinking long term.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at all of the people. And back in the day, it was like I idolized women like Pamela Anderson, Vita Guerrero. Do you remember Vita Guerrero with that booty? But the thing was, like, that's all I ever wanted to be, because, like you said, I'm cute, but I'm a weirdo. So, like, I've always seen myself more in the weirdo category. But when I got all this national attention for being attracted, I was like, oh, holy shit, I fooled everybody. And so I was like, I'm gonna run with that. What's run with this? So I basically created this like alter ego, or like a wrestling persona.
Yeah, no,
which is why I think I relate to you so much.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because you know the work.
I do.
Yeah.
It's all a work. It's a work shoot, but you work yourself into a shoot.
Yeah,
you know,
pretty much.
And so I always saw it as like this like alter ego of mine. This like hot girl. And so,
and I bet you're a celebrity on campus, huh? I got to be, right?
No, I was
No?
kind of like an urban legend because I didn't go to class dressed like that. I go to class with like no makeup on, in my pajamas. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I was bartending, I was making a ton of money. I was still like getting modeling gigs and stuff like that. So like I shoot
So you've always been hot though.
No.
When'd you hit your fucking come up, your glow up, so to
I
speak?
think when I moved to Florida State.
Really?
Honestly, I think when I moved to Florida State, I just had this idea and this mentality that like no one knew me there. So I could completely start over. You know, when I lived in Tampa, I was the band dork, you know. I was the good
you got
student.
to reinvent yourself, so to speak. And you're older, so now you know. Yeah, so
I was older. It was the first time me living alone, you know, so like I didn't have to
masturbating everywhere. Who knows? God damn it, what a treat! That's the first thing I do in my apartment.
You know, when you're hot, I found out people will do it for you.
Whoa, what's that like, man? They'll even pay you for it. Ah, that's crazy.
But yeah, so I shot Playboy, and then like a week after I shot Playboy, Maxim contacted me. And they were like, "Hey, just curious if you shot Playboy," because back at the time
they were competing, right?
If you've already taken your clothes off, why would people say like pay to see you in a bikini?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So it's like you've already given away everything. And I was like, "Yeah, I just shot it last week." And they're like, "Well, when does that come out?" And I was like, "I think it comes out in May." And he goes, "Great, we'll release you in March." He's like, "I'll see you in New York next week." So I flew up to New York. I shot Maxim. So I shot Maxim and Playboy within like 2 or 3 weeks of each other. And then, you know, that gets released the following spring. I get offered a full-time job with Sports Illustrated.
God damn.
Writing articles. Yeah, I left school early because I got offered a job at Sports Illustrated. I got offered a job at ESPN doing fantasy football stuff. That didn't end up working out.
Why do you think that didn't?
I didn't have any experience.
Because you weren't like a sports gal.
No.
You just ride the game in a goddamn bikini
top. Look, I loved sports.
Yeah.
And I understood sports. But the only reason I understood sports was because my college sweetheart was a sports management major.
Okay.
And so it was one of those.
Around it all the time.
Yeah, I was around it all the time. And like, you know, when you're the firstborn daughter, oftentimes you're the one that the dad's like, "Fuck, I wish it was a boy."
Yeah, they hold resentment.
So you get treated like that. And so like I knew a lot about sports from just wanting to be around my dad.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
So yeah, I ended up getting that job with Sports Illustrated, and then that ended up working into all kinds of different television jobs. And I started working for the Jets, which is what everybody knows about now.
Yeah, and you got a goddamn Netflix thing out of it. So, but
look,
how long has that been coming? Because that happened. When would all that stuff go?
So
down?
Look, the Netflix thing kind of was just like putting my shit to rest. You know what I mean? Like it's not a Netflix special.
Yeah,
that's not the way I wanted to end up on Netflix. But okay. It's not my favorite credit. Yeah. But you know, I had been approached for years, especially after Favre got involved with the welfare scandal. I had been approached for years by all these different filmmakers, and they're like, "We really want to do a documentary about what happened to you when you worked at the Jets and really give you a chance to tell your story." And you got to remember, for the past 10 years, I've been fucked over by media like nonstop, because anytime they offered me a chance to tell my story,
they shaped it the way
it was shaped in whatever narrative they wanted.
Exactly. Call that show business.
But I, being neurodivergent and a weirdo, I was like, "Oh my God, yes, these people are going to give me a chance." And it never worked out that way. And I always had my heart broken, you know? Mm-hmm. Because I was like, none of these people know who I am. They know the character that I built, and they don't feel sorry for her because they don't know that it's a real person behind that character.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even look at it like that.
Yeah. So like when everything went down, you know, in 2010, like, and it all like came out on the internet because I got sold out by a journalist.
Wait, what do you mean? What?
So the documentary basically is about how I got sold out on a website called Deadspin. That's the same website that published the Hulk Hogan sex tapes.
Oh,
so shit. I didn't.
You didn't take that to the tabloids.
I didn't take it to the tabloids. I didn't bring any of this out because I was deeply embarrassed by it, and it had cost me a job. You know.
Yeah. So before we go on that, take me that process, because you become like essentially a sideline reporter. Or what exactly was the job that they pulled you in for?
I was a game day host.
So
which is the equivalent. Like, look, It's the equivalent of a cheerleader with Asperger's. They were like, she can't dance. Give her a microphone.
She ain't got no fucking rhythm. Okay, she's hot, but she's quirky.
They're like, give her a microphone. She says really wild shit, but it's New Jersey, so no one's gonna care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I got that job.
And you were a hit though. I mean, they loved you over there, right?
Jets fans loved me.
Yeah, you're like a staple there.
And I have nothing against Jets fans. I think if anything, those fans deserve a better team.
Yeah,
like
boy, they had a quarterback.
They deserve better
years.
ownership.
God
they deserve
damn.
a better team. You know. But yeah, so when I worked there, I was basically getting cyberbullied, and by this number that kept trying to get me to like come and meet up with them, you know. And I talk about it in the documentary, but like the craziest part of the documentary is I've never met Brett Favre. I've never met him, but he basically cost me my entire livelihood.
And y'all, he never walked up to you and gave you his number. He got it from like a staffer or something like that.
I can only assume. Yeah, because somebody approached me and they were like, "Can I get your phone number for him?" And I was like, "I think I look a lot like his wife."
No, you do. Y'all look
it's
like
crazy.
You look kind of like if she had a daughter, like spitting image of it. That's even stranger.
It's too weird now.
But when you say cyberbullying, what do you mean when you say that? Like,
because I've never met him. It was all over. It was all electronic. You know what I mean? Okay. Like it was all.
So it wasn't like, hey, do you want to go out? He didn't even say his name or nothing. He didn't.
He told me who he was.
Okay, so you know who he is. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And then like, is he trying to like go to dinner and shit, or he's trying to like? Okay, so I don't know because I ain't never seen a wiener pic. When does that work?
Lazer, that's how I know you're a real man. Is because you're like, he tried to take you to dinner. No, Lazer, he was trying to get it in.
But does that ever work like that? Like, no. Look, man, I ain't as famous.
Not for real ones.
I ain't never been that. I'm not as famous as Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? But I got women coming to me all the time like, oh, wait, let me suck you. And I'm like, I'm good because that's weird to me. So like, it never works. No one's ever got an unsolicited dick pic and been like, I'm going to take him to Chili's. I'm going to take him to Chili's. I'm going to get him some Southwest egg rolls because I look at that wiener because that never works. Yeah. So I just find that.
Which is crazy because, like, before we started the pod, I asked Mark, I was like, so who was the last guest he had? And they're like, some guy with a dick the size of a beer bottle. And I was like a wine bottle. And I was like, man, he's really on a theme today.
Well, you know, I just got to
Tale of two worlds.
All I like to do is
have you seen the picture?
Of his wiener?
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed it to me right here. It's literally a bottle of
No, I meant Brett Favre.
Oh, yeah. Boy, not a good wiener. I don't know if that's... And look, I'm going to be honest with you. Have I seen a wiener pic before?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. But I've been asked.
And look, man.
Wieners are ugly, buddy.
They're not great.
There's no lighting or angle that makes this... I got a big vein down my... It looks like goddamn I grew up by a power plant. Like a ribbed condom. And I'm just like, that's not... I don't want to send that. That's not attractive.
Ribbed for your pleasure,
I guess, man. But it's an eyesore.
But... You're like, shit, was that one there yesterday? I got to get this checked out.
Dude.
No, but that's the thing is people were like, tell her to get over it. It was just a dick pic. And I think the thing that people don't realize is it's not the dick pic that's offensive. It's the uneven power dynamic. And look, we can acknowledge that exists a lot in comedy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I think like it really is up to the men in our industry to like take care of the women.
Yeah,
in our
life
industry.
Too.
Yeah,
it's life.
But that's like again behind the velvet curtain. And I hope I'm not like breaking kayfabe for you, but like I respected the other night when you were like, hey, if any of the dudes on this show give you problems, you fucking let me know.
Yeah, I don't play
and
that
I looked
shit.
at you and I was like, I fuck with you.
Yeah, dude, I don't play that gay shit
because that means so much as a woman.
Yeah,
in this type of space, because look, it's like working in comedy, working in sports, it's all the same. Every field I've ever worked in, it's like being in a Shark Tank. You know what I mean?
But I mean, on the flip, like quick pro quo, there, Jenn Sterger. There's two sides to that, though. I do believe. I understand what you're saying completely, but I've seen in some instances, women get some strategic advantages for being a woman. Like my mama used to tell me this. She used to say, if a woman could bottle her pussy, she could sell it for the price of gold. But she has to know to whom she's selling to and to what she's selling. And you have to know the difference. And it just means that, like, my mom is I've seen my mom walk into a room and within 10 minutes can cut up everybody in that room and knows who's important, their value, their worth, and how to maneuver. And it's just like...
Is your mom single, mom?
Yeah. But my mom and dad amicable.
Amicable.
And my daddy's the best human being I ever met in my life.
Yeah, but you sound like you had a really strong woman in your life.
No, she was cool. No, don't say it. She was my best friend. She's not like
I
didn't have a very
you were raised
stern,
by Dina Lohan?
Yeah, basically. She goes, look, just don't get nobody pregnant and make good grades. I don't care what you fucking do.
Yeah.
And so she's cool. So the disciplinary stuff wasn't necessarily, and because of that, we're having like female figures in my life that are like trying to reprimand me, tell me what to do. I'm like, hey, I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes, but my mom did teach me is like, that work ethic shit, like, and like, I'm not a woman, but like I grew up fucking poor and not invited to shit with people I was associated with.
I didn't get invited because I was a weirdo. So.
Well, and you kept eating all the glue. We kept telling you, put that fucking Elmer's down. God damn it, Jen. But I get
they
that.
Were crayons.
Like I
they
get
were
that.
Crayons.
But saying like this shit in the industry like that, it's like, yeah, so like, I know anywhere I go that I would want someone to make me feel comfortable and safe in the environment so I could catch my vibe appropriately.
Yeah. And look,
so that's why
much
I do
like
that.
what you're saying, there are women that use that to their advantage. But it's like, I think there's this thing that's happening where more and more women are realizing that that kind of behavior is toxic.
Yeah.
And it ruins opportunities for the rest of us that just want to show up and be treated like a professional or an equal. You know?
For sure.
So,
I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
Just thank you. But yeah, so ugly wiener. Wow, don't fucking lead with that. Maybe or put some effort into it. What was that like?
Yeah.
Christ Almighty. So okay.
So I do the documentary.
Yeah.
And it's
but when,
like
before even that, when you get that, what is that? What is going through your mind? Like, yo, like, cause personally, if I'm getting a picture like that and I know in the positions, especially with the shit to follow how like it costs you your job, like you ever was there, and I don't know if this is appropriate thing to say, but like, is there like, I'm gonna extort this motherfucker for money? Like, what the fuck? There was none. What was your mindset going when you received that? I'm just curious as to where you were at.
So this is gonna sound really weird, like most things I say.
Yeah.
It was more so like, oh, I've somehow brought this upon myself, and I'm in trouble.
Fuck that. Why'd you think like that?
Old stuff, man. When shit replicates stuff from your kid, your childhood.
I get it.
It was that kind of thing, So, but yeah, like when the documentary people came around, like that Netflix was like the 10th offer I got. And the lady that approached me about it, the director, she was like, and it's going to be directed by a woman. And I go, no offense, Rebecca. I was like, no one fucked me over harder during the whole ordeal than women. And I was like, so you're going to have to come at me with some other kind of angle. And I was like, because I don't trust anybody at this point.
Yeah.
Because women were so cruel to me. Women used what happened to me. And when all of it was made public by the journalist that sold me out, women used that opportunity to basically step on my neck to get ahead.
Oh, you're just a couple snakes.
Yeah.
What we call
girls that like would come up to me at work events and be like, "Oh my God, I look up to you so much.
Yeah.
Like you're so amazing."
You
blah,
got
blah,
some
blah.
glitter on your motherfucking
Oh yeah,
chin
dude,
right
I told you.
God
I just
damn,
came from my altar life,
God damn.
Stripper life. No, I'm joking.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
But you better plug my website.
Yeah, no, we will. Just what is it called? What is it? Jenn Sterger? Yeah,
it's just JennSterger.com.
Boom. What a treat, dude. Yeah.
I don't do that stuff, but
Well, that's it don't matter how you get there, baby girl. You just got to get there. You know what I'm
You can do that, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. I don't want to see it.
No, I don't want to.
We all know dicks aren't my thing at this point.
Did you ever think about going lesbian? Genuine question.
Yeah, of course.
Because you give me with the forward hat, dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying? So I just,
I think most women who have had any kind of bad experience with men have often like gone there. But yeah, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, mine either.
Honestly, because I think women are just as fucked up as dudes.
I think they're worse.
People are just as fucked up as people. You know what I mean? Like, sure. And so I don't evaluate it on that. It's more just like I go off of vibes. I go off of vibes and character.
I like that. But the Netflix thing, and this one I just want to know for myself. You don't have to tell me specific numbers, but in a situation like that, when you're approached, do they like, hey, we'll give you a certain amount of money, or is it judged off of views?
So
I just was always curious how that was.
So it's a flat rate.
It's a flat rate.
But it's crazy because the rate they came to me initially with and the rate that everybody kind of kept throwing around was so low. And I was just like, do you guys have any idea how much therapy I have been in because of this for the last 10 years? Like, this doesn't scratch that.
And y'all want to make me do this for some lunch
money?
Y'all want to give me some lunch?
That's what I said. I said, I'm tired of publicly slitting my wrist for people.
Ooh, put that on a t-shirt.
Right?
I like that. We can get that at JennSterger.com right now, dude. $19.99, free shipping and handling.
I love how you're like, this is the thing, this is a brand.
I'm a plug, baby. I'm a plug.
But yeah, I was like, I'm tired of reliving my shit so that you guys can spin it into whatever narrative you want, you know? And that's the thing is, I think some people were very mad when the documentary came out.
Yeah, did you get any pushback from his camp?
No.
Really?
I didn't get any pushback from his camp. I mean, he did like an interview with like a defunct ESPN reporter, but like there really hasn't been any pushback. I would get like, for every bad message I got hundreds of people writing me being like, either I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that like I was part of the problem. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like I'm sorry that I didn't believe you. I'm sorry that you went through this.
Didn't believe you is crazy because he literally sent you a wiener on your phone. So the believing
it's not
part,
that they didn't believe me. It's just that they thought I was like a mistress or something.
See,
they didn't think that there was any way.
That's to calculate.
Dude,
I guess that's what stardom does, though. I mean, to some degree, right?
But so like the thing that I think was fascinating, and it's something that I teach college courses now on how media spins things. Like there is such a thing as fake news because I've experienced it. I've actually watched how people use the news as like an extension of, like in my case, the league. Yeah, pushing along their narrative. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's like I really do encourage people to like, I'm not the person that's like do your own research, but I encourage people to, when they read a news story from any news source, like ask, what's this company's motivation in spinning it this way? Do you know what I mean? Like, acknowledge the spin and then look at what are the actual facts of what happened.
They just push their complete agenda without any, but we're also as a society are fucking retards because we're a nation of people that just read fucking headlines and don't do no goddamn research our own selves.
And look, I'm guilty of that too. And then I have to remind myself, Jen, how did it feel when people did that shit to you?
Yeah.
And it's so wild because much like I was one of the first people to go viral, like I was really, you know, aside from like Monica Lewinsky, which is obviously different, you know, she got some action out of it. I never met him. And so it's like, other than that, like, I think I was one of the first people to experience like internet public shaming, which is you never, I don't think normal humans back in the day were ready for what having that many people's opinions about them. They weren't ready to feel that. You know what I mean? Like, so when you did Kill Tony your first time, what was the internet response or like reaction like? You know what I mean? And like, what did it feel like to you? Like, what did it make you feel?
Damn, that's a good question. I mean, essentially, it was the first time I'd ever done stand-up. So win, lose, or draw, you know, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference from a bad set to a good set, you know, but Tony and them seemed to like it. And then I told everybody it was my first time and they're like, oh shit, now that makes a lot more sense because he's still talentedly funny, but not comedically funny just yet. But it was like, but I will say as it grew and I started doing more episodes, I started realizing you have to write. You cannot fire from the hip, okay? So you run out of bullets. And then, you know, I'm still kind of in the oil field, but then I quit my job and I'm trying to take it. But I remember, and I've never watched this episode back. I think it was like the 7th or 8th time I was on there. I come back from.
And you're not reading the comments or anything?
I'm reading the comments at first, but like I said, I'm so new that I didn't even really have a Reddit at the time. You know, I didn't know what Kill Tony was until like a week prior of that. Wild. So that's what I'm saying, the butterfly effect of it and everything that's got to happen. Rogan and them got to move from LA down to Austin. Yeah. Okay. I got to meet that fucking witch that I'm with. And we go and watch that band that she used to fuck. And then through that band, I meet that lead singer. And that lead singer was opening up for the Kill Tony band or playing for the Kill Tony after party band. So there's so many things that have to.
Isn't it wild? That was your football game.
Yeah, I guess.
That was someone saying, this guy's got great titties. He should sign up for this school.
15 million red-blooded American men are
just sign up for Jerkmate.
Yeah, just say presented by Jerkmate, dude. Right now, and Blue Chew. Right now, if you use a promo code UNCLE, they're gonna give you a free month subscribe. BlueChew.com. Check them out.
Look at that. We just seamlessly plug.
Yeah, dude, it's easy. But fucking, I get off the plane. I'm hammered drunk. I just done like 4 sold out shows in fucking Tampa. It's my first.
That's my hometown.
It's my first show outside of
Austin.
Like, and I just quit my job 2 months prior, and then I go and I tell Tony I'm there. He's like, "Fucking get out here, blah blah." And I get there and I get fucking hammered drunk on Crown Royal. Took some mushrooms and I took the Crown Royal bottle up on stage with me. And Tony didn't like that. And me and him getting like pretty much a verbal altercation I tell him I have more followers than them because at the time I did. And it was a very, like, I know what I am, okay? I know what I look like, okay? And if I lose a charm by being a fucking cocky asshole, then all this, it loses, then it's just like, because it's not what I am. I mean, I still, I don't give a shit about fuck. I mean, I'm ready to do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, let's ride. Let's go do that, But I mean, I'm not, and I'm going to be confident in shit, but I'm not going to be cocky about it because I'm still worried, goddamn, I might fuck this up. You know what I'm saying? So going and.
That's the thing is I'm like, people can think that you're, like silly or that you're, like a loose cannon. But I think that you are far smarter than people give you. You are so calculated. All
this shit is done
That's why I'm saying you get it from your mama.
All this shit's done by design.
Yeah.
Because if you got to quit a $500,000 job.
Look, I worked in wrestling. We haven't even gotten to that part. I worked in pro wrestling, right?
Oh, let's do that.
Can I
get another beer, Mr. Producer guy? My man.
When I started comedy in 2013 was like when I took a comedy class, right? But at the same time, I was going through the audition process for WWE.
Really?
Yeah. And
in ring, or you're gonna just be personality?
In
you're
ring.
Gonna wrestle?
Initially, I was gonna wrestle, but then I got hurt during the auditions.
Really?
Broke my neck.
You didn't fucking tuck your chin?
Nope, not well enough.
God damn.
So,
thank you, Bubs.
So yeah, I hurt my neck, ended up bombing out of that. But they were like, we still like her. We want to try to do like at the desk. You know what I mean? Like she'd be good at the desk or like interviewing talent. So they still were flying me back and forth and doing the whole like audition process for that. And it's so funny because I was like, I ended up not getting that job. And so it's like when I look at, if I would have gotten that job, my life could have been so different, you know? Yeah. But instead, I poured into stand-up comedy, And then I came up through Roast Battle. Before Roast Battle blew up, I was doing it in the belly room. And yeah, that's how like I started making a name for myself in the LA scene was doing Roast Battle. And the first time I roasted somebody, Jeff Ross was judging it still pretty like weekly. And he was like, I have no idea who you are or where you came from. But he goes, but you are a fucking delight. He's like, you're such a funny bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I excelled at roasting because I had so much experience with idiots on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
And you have to be tight in how you roast people because you only had 140 characters or less at the time.
Look at that. Dude, that's crazy. 2 things on that. Hinchcliffe was supposed to be a writer for WWE around that same time and didn't stuck with comedy.
We probably both got fired for the same reason.
Around it. Yeah, he was going to be like a creative writer for him or some shit.
But when I look back at like my auditions for them, I found some of my audition notes recently when I was cleaning out a closet. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was totally roasting the shit out of the product. No wonder I didn't get a job. I was like bagging on it.
You're in that fucking, yeah.
Well, they said they wanted a heel commentator. And again, we all know my brain's wired a little differently. And so like, I didn't understand like when you're a heel commentator, you talk about, you support the bad guys, but you aren't shitting on
the good guys.
The product. No, you can shit on the product. You can shit on the
you
can shit on the good guys. You can't shit on the product.
Yeah, you don't want them to turn to another station.
I was talking about it like I was a smark. You know what I mean? But again, I didn't know any of this. I still didn't understand what kayfabe was, which honestly has been a huge problem throughout my entire career.
Yeah.
It's the whole reason that when I made up that character that I didn't understand why people didn't like me. And it's like, bitch, that's because they think that's who you are. And it's only after like years of therapy and like unlocking out what my brain is and how it works differently that I'm like, oh, well, this is the real me, you know? And I feel like the more I show up as the real me, people are like, I like her. She's fun. She's not like the stuck-up hot girl that I would assume she is.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
assumption.
No.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. I'm just a girl
people
from
say
Florida.
I'm playing a character all the time, but this is really me.
This is you.
I mean, it's turned down a little bit because you're going to amp that shit up on the camera and the stage.
Yeah.
That's anything. But I mean, I walk around like this, you know, doing this, thinking shit.
It was consistent.
Yeah, it's authentic. But I did roast battle at Skankfest, naked roast battle. And I had to go up there in front of 4,000 people.
You were naked?
Completely butt-ass naked. Judges it's a Skankfest. If you ain't never been, and look, hey, and I'm not typically what they call a roast comic. I know how to do roast now because now I'm a better comic. I've done roast in the past when I was a shitty comic and it did not go well for me. But now that I'm a better writer and shit, I understand how to write to a roast battle. And I go to Skankfest as a professional performer. Well, the people doing the naked roast are just like volunteer comics that want to be at the festival for free. And shit. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I want to do it. Mm-hmm. And I roast this big Mexican girl, Celia. She's a good comic from Austin. But like, dude, I've been doing powder and I've been doing Adderall all day. And, And my little wiener is like inside of my stomach. Like
Lazer has 2 belly buttons.
Yeah, what's that? What are those things? It's a birthmark. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I'm like in the fucking janitor's closet, you know, trying to jerk off and get fucking blood flow to it. But finally it's time to go up and I just walk out there. I'm like, whose wiener is this? Because this ain't my wiener. I'm like, who's CGI'd a baby's dick on me right now? And dude, and then she comes out and unfolds her titty. And there's a bunch of fucking lollipops. And she throws them out to the crowd, and I go, "Oh fuck,
I'm losing."
I was like, "Oh no!" I said, "I'm not losing this big bitch." I had some heaters, but then I fucked up the first joke because I'm dyslexic, and it was supposed to be the chalupa cabra. Y'all give it up for the chalupa cabra, the real bell of the Taco Bell, the real Taco Bell of the ball. And then like I was like,
Taco Bell of the ball. I love that
because she's a big girl, and she told me because you have to send a naked photo of each other too. I'll show it to you right now, just so you can let me get you your fucking, because you got to see, because like this is what I get sent, and this is what I have to write against. And
does she no? Because I don't. If she don't have. Okay.
Yep. So see what I'm saying?
We did it.
So
it's the angle that threw me.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Don't send wiener pics because there's no angle. Yeah, there's no angle that makes it look good.
You were like,
I sent her a video of me in the shower naked singing Bush. Fucking what is that? Glycerin, you know what I'm saying? Like opening the door a bunch. Like I'm a retard though.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it was super fun. So that roast battle shit's, yeah, dude.
It's so funny. I did I used to also do like the fictional roast. And the last one I think I did it's where you dress up as characters.
Oh, I'm doing Santa Claus. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah.
One of the last ones I did was I was actually working with Tony. It was all like dead wrestlers. And so, yeah, it was fun.
That was cool.
It was all dead wrestlers.
Who were you?
I was Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, of course.
I was Miss Elizabeth and he was Macho Man. And
so y'all had to roast each other?
Yeah. As characters.
That's
you know what
killer,
I mean?
Though.
In character.
That's killer.
So it's so funny though, because like I crushed and then like he went after me and he made some joke about like, that's why they don't let her speak. She's a dumb bitch. But I had crushed. So everybody was like,
oh, it fell flat.
And he went, she wasn't supposed to be this good.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'll take that compliment from Tony Hinchcliffe.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was in that circuit.
So you knew him before any of the fame and fortune?
No, I mean like it was already started here, you know.
I mean like it started really popping off when they moved to Austin.
I
believe because Rogan started making those appearances.
Yeah,
and it really the fucking idea is just genius. It's brilliant now.
It's crazy to see what that's become, you know, and from where it came from. Yeah. I think I actually I didn't do an episode of Kill Tony. I think I did Red Band's podcast like back in the day. But yeah, I know that crew so well. And it's wild to me how it's presented as so divided online in terms of like Austin versus LA comics. And I'm just like, how do we bridge this gap, dude? You know, like at the end of the day, we're all just trying to make people laugh.
Yeah. No,
we're all just trying to like call out the bullshit of life.
Yeah.
You know, on all sides. And like, we're just trying to make people forget about the chaos of what's happening in our real world right now.
Yeah.
You know?
No, 100%.
That's honestly why I took the show with you up in NorCal. I was like, I want to test myself with his audience. I want to see how they are. And I'm like, honestly, they listened, they laughed, we had fun, you know. They loved when I was shocked how much they loved when I came at them.
Yeah. I think just people want to be fucked with too.
Yeah.
And especially like, cause I'm going to talk shit and like,
they were fun.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of guys talk. Cause at the end of the day, it's all comedy is.
I love that they
talking shit
just
in the
openly
garage.
volunteered. They're like, yeah, we're the meth capital of California. And I was like, and then the first people I went and I talked to, they were like, yeah, we both love cooking. And I was like, holy shit, you are the meth capital of California.
Yeah. And you're fucking, the little girl you brought with you, the little Hannah girl, she's good too. She crushed.
She was great.
Crushed,
she was so great. That girl's going to be a star. She's killing it on Roast Battle right now.
Yeah, she was a good writer. I was listening to some of her shit.
She's the thing is like she and I are both really excellent roast writers, but the problem is you can't put roast material out on the internet because it only belongs in that special space, because sometimes we go so hard, especially Roast Battle, not like roast for Netflix and stuff like that. I feel like they still even have boundaries. That room goes so hard and there are no holds barred in that room that like if you put that tape anywhere else with no context, like you're losing your job if you have a regular job.
Yeah.
Or people will think that's representative of who you are. It's like at the end of the day, we're just really we're writers who are deadly. Like we're ninjas when it comes to words. Yeah.
Sharp with that pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with the Taco Bell joke. That's hilarious.
Mike Eaton wrote that.
That's so funny.
That was good. The one
you
I wrote.
Ever need roast jokes, dude? I got your back.
Because
that's my passion.
I wrote the one. I was like, because she told me she tried to kill herself in the bio, so I was like, Celia was going to kill herself, but then someone told her the McRib was back. You know, I thought that was good. And then one I made up as I walked on stage as like a rebuttal. She said, because she didn't like, she was like an hour late to the roast. She went to sleep to take a nap and no one could get a hold of her. And one of the judges goes, yo, we thank God you woke up. You know what I'm saying? Like that made me laugh. But as I was up there, I was like, this bitch is late sleeping. I was like, Celia sleeps with a CPAP. And I said, but she lathers it up with queso cheese so that when she sleeps, she's not hungry in her dreams. It just like as a little, and I'm just like, but like, dude, that roast is just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's fucking money.
I think the art of a good roast joke is really in, how can I say the meanest, funniest thing with the fewest amount of words possible?
Yeah, what just cuts the fat and delivers that strike. But we're naked too, so
I couldn't do that, dude.
Yeah, maybe. You could. You crush at it, trust me.
No.
Great roaster, you probably look great naked. Dude, you'd be fine, trust me. They'd love you. Even if you suck, they'd love you.
I can't do that, because even you'd think after posing for Playboy and like taking all these pictures that like I would be comfortable in my own body, but I'm not.
Yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't, because I don't see myself like that at all.
Yeah, that's wild that you don't see yourself.
It's
you have
crazy.
A mirror? You have a mirror.
I have mirrors, yeah.
Mirrors. You have live, laugh, love above the mirrors?
No.
But dude, I took a bottle of baby powder from because look, at the end of the day, it's a motherfucking product of a show, baby. I mean, I know it's roast battle. We're going to deliver these roast jokes, but I'm butt-ass naked with this baby wiener. Let's spice it up even more. I take all this baby powder and I fucking put like a half a bottle of baby powder on me. So as I walk, it's just drinking.
Powder or oil?
Powder, like powdered baby powder. Like,
so you look like Ashy Larry?
Yes. And when she says a joke, I pause for my rebuttal and just go, and just comes off my chest every time, like LeBron. Every time.
I was gonna say, I was like, it's like LeBron meets Triple H.
I'm just like, I see it in the green room. I go, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta fucking fuck them, dude. I mean,
I love it. I love it.
What's next? What's your end goal?
My end goal?
How do you get out of it?
I mean.
What's this website? Where can people find you on this?
It's just JennSterger.com. But I'd love if they follow me on Instagram.
Instagram's where it's at. And that's Jen.
But yeah, I think end goal is like, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, man. And like keep doing the next level. Like I am so content making a living doing stand-up. You know what I mean? It's something that if you'd have told me even 5 years ago that I would be paying my bills doing stand-up comedy, I would have thought you were insane.
Yeah.
But it's like, I got divorced in 2023 and, you know, I thought that was going to be like the turning point and like the thing that like derailed me. And if anything, I just stepped on the gas even harder with comedy and I've never looked back.
There you go.
You know, I love that I teach stand-up comedy to women. I help them learn how to do it as a business and like empower them to like make money. So that's the thing is like, no one talks about like how to make money and like get started. You know what I mean? Like you kind of have stepped into this crazy world, and a lot of the people that come out of that world, they make money instantly because those fans are so fucking loyal. You know what I mean? They're loyal and they spend money. You know what I mean?
It's cult-like.
Their support, but you know what? You're their leader. So like, you know, like you're one
like
of the leaders.
David Gresh, we're in Waco, building a compound out in Waco. Be ready this July.
It's in Austin.
Yeah, right north of Austin.
But yeah, I just want to keep building this thing, and I want to keep making people laugh. And I love that like my stand-up comedy has a message behind it a lot of the time. And I love that I love writing. I love writing for other people. You never know it. I ghostwrite for so many people.
Well, so many hit you with roast stuff. Then
so many comics, like big comics, like I have written for them. You know what I mean? Like I've written for your favorite comic and you don't know it.
The only thing is like, and that's fine. Like for roast jokes, I know for sure. Like I'm gonna get some hitters around me, some killers. But my own material for stuff, like I say shit in such a way that my verbiage and
dude,
like,
if I spent 3 days with you
think
I could write in your voice. It's just
Really?
Yeah, I just kind of
come on the road with me.
You know what it is?
For like a big weekend run of shows.
I'll come with you to Tampa.
Yeah, come with me to Tampa. That's coming up in the spring. Come with me, because I want to see if you can do that.
I can totally do it. It's the thing. I was touring with you know, like I don't want to like throw him under the bus, like because guys get weird when you
don't just
say, I wrote for this person because they're bigger. You know what I mean? But I went on the road with him, and he was always kind of like weird about getting jokes from other people. And I was like, man, it'd be so funny if you said this. And he said it. Then he's like, fuck it, I'll try it the next show. And I was really surprised that he even took the suggestion, and it
killed,
murdered. Yeah. And he was like, holy shit.
No, hey, and like, that's the boys I take on the road with me. Like I take road dogs, and like, I was like, they watch my sets and shit, and then like we'll spitball. They're like, yo, and like they'll give me a tag, a different side of verbiage or something, like go from this angle, try from this angle and say this. And I'm like, oh shit, because having another set of eyes on it that kind of thinks like you, because comedy is like fun, and it's like, because most of these comics are fucking nerds.
Yeah.
and like,
sorry.
And like, I remember one time after a secret show, they're all in the green room and they're like, we're all gonna go back to Xbox or back home, play Xbox, new Call of Duty's out. I'm like, I'm going to the bar to chase pussy. What? We're just built different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, that's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, but you find your tight knit group of people, your network, and that's your troop.
And look, one of the first comics I went out on the road with was Bert Kreischer.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, one of the first comics that gave me a road gig was Bert Kreischer, and this is like the machine was just kicking up, you know what I mean? But it was his call-in sick tour, and he literally started drinking at like 6 a.m. So I was like, I'm gonna try to hang with the boys, and I have no idea how that set went that day because we did the show at noon, you know, at the Tampa Improv.
Yeah.
But I just, it's so funny because you remind me so much of him. And
I get that because we're very unconventional. Because I wouldn't look at Bert and just be like traditional stand-up comedy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? By no means, storyteller, and the way his brand is his comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he does a very good job of meshing that world together.
For sure.
So like what he is off and on stage are pretty goddamn similar.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm so good at writing. I think what makes me good at writing for people is I'm able to, one of the ways that I have survived in terms of people not figuring out what a weirdo I was basically me doing impressions of people around me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very good at making people laugh by figuring out what makes them laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes they don't even realize the thing they're laughing at is me doing impressions of them back to them. Okay. And they'll be like, fuck, you're so funny. I'm like, yeah, I'm just doing you back to you. I know how to write in your voice and you think you're hilarious.
Oh, that's psychotic. I like that, dude.
No, but it's what a lot of people who are, you know, like on the spectrum, it's what a lot of people on the spectrum do is we've had to hide who we are for so long that like we take on characteristics of other people that we find are socially acceptable. You know? And I spent a lot of time.
Oh, we're getting deep in this motherfucking episode. I like this
but
shit.
It's fun.
No, it's great. It's informative and I like that shit.
Yeah, but I think that it's made me a really good writer. And that's why I'm able to write for so many different people. Some of my one of my clients that I love writing for and I get a lot of television work from is this Black TV writer. And he goes, it's crazy how you know how to write for my voice. I'm like a Black bisexual man.
God damn.
But he's like, you know, he goes, you have made me see comedy writing in a whole new way.
Okay, so then let me ask you this, because and then maybe circle it back into because how your stage presence on stage in your stuff, writing in your voice.
Yes. It was very hard for me until I got my diagnosis.
Yeah, because
I didn't understand who I was.
Yeah, and maybe that's why you're so sharpened on these other skill sets of writing with it, because your joke writing is immaculate.
Yeah.
And you have a focus point on what you have to mold to. And instead, what I'm asking is that as far as your stage presence, how do you sit in to find what molded you? Like, what is your mold? If you're so good at looking at others to pluck and to shape, what about your stage? How do you go about conducting your set with your stage presence?
For a while, I did impressions of other comics that I respected.
I literally felt like that's what your answer was going to be. That's
what I did.
At first,
so at first it was like Amy Schumer, and then I morphed more into like an Eliza, and now I feel like I'm really kind of hitting my stride as me.
There you go.
That's
what I was getting.
But it's been a long journey to get here.
Yeah. And
it's been a lot of therapy and a lot of like self-discovery and like honestly, a lot of time on the road. Yeah. A lot of time on the road and just being like, look, the audience will smell if you're full of shit. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that I would run into sometimes is I'd be like, why did that not work? And I realized it was like, what am I putting on it? You know what I mean? What am I putting on it? And so now my writing, especially the first 10 minutes of my set, is me just explaining who I am. And I'm hitting all the things about me that you may not necessarily like, but you don't know what they are. And so I basically take all of that away and I'm like, now let's get to business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I call it permission to laugh. I give people permission to laugh at
your pain.
You know what I mean? And I just I explain my backstory. It's like anything that I think they could hold against me, I'm like, here it is, I'm going to make fun of myself for it. You know what I mean?
No, I get that.
Got to disarm people. But yeah, it was so fun working with you the other night, man. I really hope we can work together again.
Yeah, I mean, boy, get that dog better so I ain't got to fucking drive 5 hours with a rando.
Back who did you drive back with?
So, and this.
Did you hitchhike?
So, the little, there was a friend that I stayed with there, and she had a friend who had a friend that was a big fan, couldn't make it to the show. He's working in Stockton, so he came down to get me that morning to drive me to Sacramento and back to the airport, and we were just getting violently high. He was like, we were hitting dabs while we were driving.
No.
And dude, I get violently high with this guy, and I'm just thinking
dabs are dangerous.
Motherfucking and doing it on the freeway. And then he hits and he goes, how are you feeling? And I go, freaking out. He goes, shit, I think I grabbed the wrong dab. I go, what are you saying to me? He's like, I don't know if this is a correction. I said, hey, man, what's going on, man? And he's like, dude, I'm freaking out. I go, you're freaking out. You gave it to us, damn it. And then I was like, finally, we calmed down. He was just fucking with me. But goddamn, dude, I'm just like, and I'm like, fucking Jenn Sterger, dude's dog. Penelope Cruz got sick.
Sorry.
And I'm going to die in this 92 Ford Mustang. Yeah.
My dog's name's Kevin.
Oh, even better.
He's a sweetie. I'll bring him next time, so there's no problem. But yeah, dude, it was a pleasure working with you. I really hope we can do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to come out to Austin. I got to see what's up out there.
You should come out.
Do we got to plug any dick pills or anything before we go?
No, I need to redo. I can take it from the end though. Right now, Zippix. I'll put it in there. Fuck it, I'll put it in there right now. Hey, this pod couldn't be sponsored by Zippix. Nicotine Toothpicks. They got ones that aren't nicotine. They're nicotine less. Got different flavors: cinnamon, spice island, clove, smooth, sandalwood whiskey. Don't hit these rough blueberry watermelon cakes. Okay, no, stop being gay. She wants a real man, a hunter, gatherer, a provider. See what I'm saying? Hey, look, they make them when they're not nicotine. They make them in energy, B12, and everything in between. They're super cheap, super convenient. Store them in your pocket. They come in a little nice tube. And if you use promo code Lazer, you get 10% off your first purchase at zippix.com. So yeah, link in, click the link. Just fucking sign up, goddammit, so we can keep doing these. I mean, you may not even, you just fucking buy them. Anyways, where can everybody find you?
JennSterger.com, man. Yeah. Or Jennifer Sterger on any of the socials. I'd love to meet your fans. Like I said, they were so fun up north in NorCal. And Yeah, we got to do this again. Maybe we do Florida.
Yeah, we'll do Florida because I want to see if you can actually ride my voice. I think you're full of shit.
I know I can.
All right, well, I appreciate her coming out. Appreciate, all the insight on Brett Favre's wiener. And,
Love you, dude.
Look, dude, listen, hey.
Stay weird.
It's been another episode of that, My Drunk Uncles. Hey, listen, I've been Uncle Lazer. Make sure you get your cat spaded and neutered. Shout out Bob Barker.